here we are for this week's book review. The one thing, we are at the pool, Mandalay Bay. So the one thing, I haven't read this book cover to cover ever. However, it's from Gary Keller. I work at Keller Williams, or I hang my license at Keller Williams, work for the brokerage, whatever you want to say. The principles at the company are the principles that are in this book. It's kind of what's allowed us to live this kind of life, to enjoy this kind of life, and I'm no guru, so I'm not trying to spit anything like that. I'm just saying that they work. I basically came into the real estate game about a year and a half ago. Full-time year was last year during the pandemic, this terrible year. And all I did was just do what the models and stuff that were laid out for me. I just kind of went with them, do a little bit of my creativity there, here and there. One thing is good, it's split into 3 parts, super easy to read. I read the first part of it in like 70 pages in one day last Sunday. Of course, I'm busy during the week, so I don't get as much time to read. We did have our trip out here, so we flew out. I finished the book. It's 220 something pages. I finished it on the airplane. And I gotta tell you, the one thing, what it's really about is kind of like you take your daily checklist, and sometimes we might have like 20 things on that checklist. And what we'll do is we'll put like the easiest things at top, because we can knock them out and we get those endorphins. But the problem is we knock out the first 10 and we never get to the bottom 10. And the bottom 10 are those things that are really important, what really matter, the things that give us anxiety that we know we're putting off. And the one thing is about taking the most important thing from your list, making it number 1, getting it done, and then the rest of the day, you got all day to do those other checklist items. So I encourage you to read it if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person, if you're somebody in like management, or if you just kind of want to like organize your life. It could apply to anything. It could apply to the way you run your household, to the way you run your business. So check it out. The one thing, I definitely say read it. Next week we're going to be reviewing Never Split the Difference. I'm about to dive into that. I've been reading it. I've dabbled in it before on digital, but I order the hardback. I always read the hardbacks better than digital. It's just when you're turning those pages, when you see you're halfway through, when you see you got 20 pages left, when you got 100 pages left, whatever it is, you really start to feel good, and then you pick up the pace. So the hardback, if you struggle to read, I'd say reading on your phone is not the answer. Huh?
Audio.
Audio book works too. You can listen to a book, but if I listen to a book, I buy the hard copy. So, all right, we'll see you next week.